Welcome in, everybody, to the final video of the BrownieLand World Tour series. I am so excited because this is actually the first time any of these builds will be shown in the World Tour specifically. So I can't wait to show you all of these 17 locations throughout BrownieLand that mean a lot to me. And what else would I have to do but have the coolest sheep join me ever? Where is he? There he is. He's poking his head out. Hey, Trickster.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing fantabulous. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty darn well. You're looking cool as ever.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my shades on and everything. You gotta protect myself from the sunlight.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, are you ready to go on this tour with us?
Certainly, I'm so excited for it.
Okay, so this series is coming to a head. This is the last video in the series, and we are going to touch on all of the BrownieLand styles builds. This is the first time, like I said, that we're actually touching on these specifically in the World Tour. Because I kind of said, oh, there's some locations over here, some locations over here for you to find. But I thought now would be the best time as ever to go ahead and kind of show them off officially. So, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's go. We're going to walk down this pathway a little bit. And we're going to come to the very first tour, or the very first build, which is not completely finished, as a lot of these places aren't. But this was done with the help of Knight13, who's a very, very good friend of mine and content. Well, he was a content creator at this point, but I don't know if he's ever going to be coming back. But this is a little hamlet. We're going to be doing a few more buildings and that type of stuff around here. But this was done, like I said, with Knight13, and the video came out January 13th, 2019. I really like this, and in the style series, for anybody that has not seen that, it basically is with the help of whoever, so the content creator or the friend that joined, and we build in the style of their choosing. So they kind of come up with the build, and then we discuss their build process, why they choose the styles they do, what they like the most about building, what they dislike, what their favorite part of the process, all of that type of stuff. And we just have a fun time, and we build together and come up with something cool, which I think this is pretty darn cool itself. So
Yeah, I really love the archways. And oh, oh god.
oh, you broke something? It's okay. We got you. Yeah, you're in creative. Everybody does it. Yeah, it's all good. So, yeah, this is Knight13's. So, we have a little house over here as well.
Little cute little houses.
Absolutely. Oh, hello. We're over here just outside of Alowick, which is right there, for the next video, which was done with another very, very good friend of mine who still does content. Everybody's links will be down in the description below, as well as our good friend Trix here, the sheep. So we're coming up here to a Wandering Nerds area, and this was a lot of fun because this is the first time that I have done something in this world that was not meant to be beautiful. It was meant to be very run down and kind of hidden. But if we come up over here, we have a ruins right here.
Ooh.
And this was done with, like I said, a Wandering Nerd, and the video came out February 3rd of 2019. And this is a lot of fun because we actually incorporated the ravine into it. This ravine was already here, and we were kind of flying around trying to figure out where we wanted to build and everything. And he saw this ravine, and he said, what if this was opened up by some sort of natural event and destroyed the house that stood on this property? I was like, ooh, I like it, because there's actually some lore that has to do with it, that has to do with a volcano eruption not too far away from here, which would cause earthquakes. So Fun fact. All right. So the first two areas were pretty fun, but this is the first part of this tour that actually has something to do with a very specific lore story in the world. So the last one we were at had an event happen that caused that. And that event has something to do with the lore, but that house itself never had something specific in the lore. So it was kind of just like a side occurrence. This, what we're about to see, actually has a very specific story associated with it. And it's actually a Romeo and Juliet story. So, or the Romeo and Juliet like story. So the two major religions of the city of Raisley, which is right over here, the two major religions are at ends with each other. So they are fighting amongst themselves, though no bloodshed has actually come across. It's just mostly yelling matches and that type of stuff. Because one claims that they were here first, the other claims that this area is actually more holy in their religion than theirs. And so it's kind of a back and forth yelling match, basically. And it all comes to a head when the son of the head high priest of one of the religions starts dating a girl from the other religion. So it kind of comes to head, and the two actually end up getting married and bringing peace to this land and peace to the two religions. But before they actually start dating, they actually come out here to this area and follow this little pathway through the trees and have a nice little picnic as their first date. And it's overlooking this beautiful bay, overlooking the city a little bit. But yeah, this was done with the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Grumpy Owl on February 10th of 2019. I had a lot of fun with this, and in fact, he was actually shooting bows into the fish, killing the fish down there, because he didn't know you could do that. I had mentioned that to him before we had started, and he grabbed a bow and started shooting them. He goes, "Did you know you could spearfish?" But yeah, we had a lot of fun with this, and this is one of those pieces of the world that I think is really important to make the world feel livable and lived in, because this is not a crazy build, not a house or anything. This is something that people have actually done, and this is something that people would come to and do. So this kind of gives that feeling that more is going on than just the houses of the cities. So
yeah, it's a cute area. It's, nice fish from the spearfishing earlier. I probably
absolutely.
Probably gone bad by now.
Oh yeah, it's been setting out in that direct sunlight. Oh
Sure.
man. But yeah, so this was a really fun project with Grumpy. But we're gonna go ahead and head on over to the next spot, which is actually not too far away. So we'll see you guys over there. All right, sheep. What do you think so far?
I'm absolutely loving all the builds. They're all unique in their very own ways.
Absolutely. That's the purpose of this series, is to kind of showcase the different styles you can build in that make the world feel alive and everything like that, and also gives you a different perspective as to how to kind of build up in your world.
Yeah, it certainly gives you more options and understanding on that some blocks may look like a certain way, and you may be able to build it a different way than you normally would.
Exactly.
So,
all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and head over here to the build that Callus and I did. And this is actually a little fishing hut, or house, I guess you could say. I want to build a pathway that goes past here, but I just haven't yet. But there's this really nice little pond over here that I eventually want to come and have a fisherman with a armor stand fishing into the lake. I think that would be really cool to do. But yeah, this is the house with Callus.
Oh, I love the acacia wood accent. I really love that.
Oh yeah, the back part of that. We'll go ahead
Yeah.
and jump in here. This was actually done. The video was uploaded on February 17th of 2019. And so you could kind of see the interior. We had actually put fireplaces in here, or campfires. So I don't know why there's not campfires in there.
I love how there's the furnaces. I love how those are used.
Oh
Like I would
yeah.
never for sure.
It makes a really nice kind of block, and you can actually see in the corners over here that they've actually been used a lot more than just, the one time. So they're a really nice accent block in there. All right, sheep. This is the prettiest one out of all of them because Foxy Monoxide likes to make things pretty. And pretty, we made it. Foxy Monoxide did this kind of Japanese-inspired build out here on this little pond off of the fields. And one of the things was she wanted to make this area very, very pretty. So there's a lot of flowers, there's a lot of flowering and bushiness and everything like that around this. And we actually did put in some sugarcane as well as some little things. This video was released on February 24th of 2019 as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a very pretty, very it feels very Japanese on the inside.
Oriental.
Yes, very oriental, very very much, and it's very clean and well done. So she did a wonderful job with this. And she's just a wonderful creator that I really enjoy her videos and what she does with this game. So
I absolutely love the mixture of this cut sandstone and dark oak. It perfectly goes well with each other. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely beautiful.
All right. So this is actually a really fun thing because this is the building that actually started a city. Sunfire was looking to do more of a modern style build, and I gave him the challenge. I was like, well, I plan on doing a modern style city, but it's going to be with the block palette of purple and Instone. I was like, are you up for the challenge? And he said yes. So we came over to this area because this is where I had picked out for Galestrom. And we came over here when this was just grassy plains and nothing was here. And we came over to the area of which he built the very first residential skyscraper. Now, when we built it just one level tall, so it wasn't the 3 levels tall that this building is now. But he made it to where it could be built several times on top, with the thought process is that these are going to be skyscrapers. So you can see I've actually rebuilt this specific design a couple times, and we've stacked it on top of each other. But this was done with, like I said, Sunfire SG on March 3rd, 2019. And fun fact is we actually had a purple plant that we had grown, and he stood on top of it. And he was like, help me out. And I went and broke it, and he fell down and died. But
His grave.
I don't know. But there is a flower that he gave me, so we have to keep the flower here. The only flower in this whole city.
The only dirt block just sitting there.
Exactly. So outside of BrownieBits, which is the castle city just due south of here, there is a town hall that has been built for a little hamlet that is going to be sprouting up. And it's actually directly above us. Now, this is done with the help of Dynasty, who is a very, very good longtime channel friend of mine. And he wanted to do something that kind of brought his heritage into Minecraft and into BrownieLand. And this is a very Nordic style build, and he's actually in the that Nordic region of Europe. So this is the style he wanted to, and this is actually a build that he had on another server, or a server that he had been on. The video first part was done May 19th of 2019, and then we had a part 2 with him on June 16th of 2019. And this place is so very cool.
Oh, I love this staircase. I love the spiral staircase.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's actually one on either side. But you can see we have this area. And I want to come in and actually detail this out like a town hall would be. And then we have this beautiful upstairs area with a spiral staircase right in the middle for
I love
this area.
multi-use of wood.
Oh yeah, he did a really good job of picking out this palette. It's very different. There's a lot going on with the dark spruce and oak, but I think he did a very good job of picking out where each of these will go. So, plus I think using the strip logs was a very good touch.
Oh, yeah, it definitely brightens it up a little bit in here.
We got this beautiful balcony. So I think we should leave.
I'm scared for my life. I feel like they're gonna come out with crossbows.
Yeah, let's go ahead and close that door and head on over here to the site of what's going to be a custom forest. But I am not a custom tree designer, so I brought in somebody by the name of Kaiseri for the video in May 26th of 2019, and we actually did these 2 custom trees together. What's great about it is this is the one that she did, and this is the one that I did. And so we kind of discussed it and everything like that, and I think they turned out pretty darn well. So we did a custom tree build on this because of this area is going to become a custom forest.
Oh.
Man, this looks like it's a dead field.
Yeah, well, the livestock. Where's the crops? What
I don't
happened?
know. I don't know, but there is quite a bit of life going on right down here in this ravine. This is an underground river and a detailed out ravine side that leads to another underground ravine with a waterfall. And I would like to come in here and make this ravine look a lot better than it does currently. But you have this beautiful waterfall in here, and this project was done with the help of Whitefire on June 2nd, 2019.
Yeah, it's almost like the Grand Canyon came to life.
Absolutely. So the wonderful thing about this was I actually invited him to do a tour with me for my 100 episodes of BrownieLand. So we actually did the tour, and then we did the Styles episode right after. It was a lot of fun, and I am very appreciative that he joined me for it. Hey, look, there's Tug over there. Tug the donkey. You see him?
Just wandering.
Yeah, just wandering about. All right. Well, this next area, like I said, we're going to be looking at small builds. And Vanilla Raccoon is probably one of the best that I've ever seen do the very compact, very small style. And we actually came out here, and because of how short of time it took to build each house, we actually managed to build all 3 of these buildings, as well as this campfire area, in one episode. And that episode was uploaded on June 9th of 2019. So we have a little house in here, sleeping area, storage in here. You got an armor stand, some bookshelves, and a enchanting table. And then you have another little house in here with, some storage and another enchanting table and the like in here.
Absolutely love the entrance. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
very different than what I'm used to.
Absolutely. He does a really good job with these very compact builds and makes it feel, a lot more roomy than you would normally think.
Yeah, there was like everything in there. They had storage, you had your bookshelves, it was perfect.
Absolutely. So you have this wonderful little area here. And the last part of this, because he built a pig's pen, and I'm going to let you guys go and watch the episode back to see the difficulty that we had getting these two pigs here. We have Babe and Chris P. Bacon, and then we bred up the third pig. So he doesn't have a name, but Chris P. Bacon and Babe was a very challenging thing to go and get a hold of. We actually had to travel over almost all the way to Raisley in order to get those pigs. It was a lot of fun, though. I'm going to fix that real quick. Well, the people that farm these beets need a place to live, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll come up here and visit this little farmhouse build from Crafting Mantis. And Crafting Mantis' video was released on June 23rd, 2019. I had an absolute blast with her, as always. She's such a wonderful creator and such a wonderful person. And we built this wonderful little house that she designed specific for this world. And we have this nice little fireplace in here. Nothing too crazy or fancy, but it fits with this overall theme. And then there is a little attic area that would be good for like a bedroom and such. And this was actually a person suggested by Mama Sugar. And this is a South African streamer by the name of Jared. And this was such a fun build because I had never watched a stream, nor did I know Jared before this Styles episode. So we kind of jumped into a voice call, chatted for a little while, planned it all out, and this is what he came up with. So we got this really great cottage out on the shores of the ocean. Oh, and my boat's still down there. Funny. But this episode was released in July 12th of 2020. And the fun part about this is actually designed based off of a cottage that he would stay in during his travels, a little bed and breakfast. And so he travels all the time because he's actually an airline pilot. So it's kind of cool, a really interesting build, and a really interesting episode because of the different style that we've seen before. So I really like this little patio area with the lecterns as the railing. And then you do have a second floor with another little area up here and a little balcony as well. Well, at least there's an ocean here in this desert.
Oh yeah, I need some water. Like the hot heat is just beating down on me.
Well, you know, this next build is based off of a real life build that actually has examples of it being a water collector for Egypt. And that is the Sphinx.
Hey, water.
Yes. So this was done with Groovaguy, who is a wonderful, wonderful person. It was a lot of fun to actually collaborate with him. We posted this video on July 19th of 2020.
Say he's a groovy guy.
Yes, he's a groovy guy. But yeah, we had a lot of fun building the Sphinx, and he's pretty derpy, but I think it turned out pretty nice, and I had a lot of fun all the same. So
yeah, it's attractive. Like,
absolutely. Yeah. In this area, though, there is said that there is a cave that houses a beast, a troll. And this cave was designed with the help of Jimbo Slice 23. And the video came out July 26th of 2020. And Jimbo is a member of the Ripple Effect server. And when he said that he was interested in joining, I was like, oh, we have to get him on. So we've actually built this up and done quite a bit. I helped a little bit, but he's done a lot of the work making it look really cool. And we talked about him coming back to kind of finish the job. But we have this walkway all the way up here that goes back up into the mountain. We have little like cutoffs and everything like this. But this actually reveals up into this area as well, which actually there's a hole down to the rest of the area down over here. But this was a really fun build to work on. Jimbo is such a cool guy, and he's got a lot of really great thoughts. And so I highly recommend not only checking out the Styles episode with him, but also the rest of his content, because this is just the one video we worked on, and I think this turned out really cool. Can only imagine how awesome it would be to finish the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I love the feel of it. Just love the mixture of textures of all the blocks, and I want to see what else actually, like you said, what else comes to the area.
Diversity. And this is such a cool mountainous area with this water that Danoobs actually had a wonderful idea, was to put this marker down to symbolize which direction the world was in. So Danoob's video came out August 2nd of 2020, and this is a compass. So you can see there's actually an N for north, a W for west, an S for south, and an E for east. And it works out in each direction. And it's such a cool thing, not only being underwater and seeing it, but also above the water because of the sea lanterns. Well, Sheep, I'm sure after all of the places we've been and running around, you're probably pretty darn thirsty.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the ocean was for. Like, I thought, like, salt water was the water you're supposed to drink.
No, because even salt water's not good for you, Sheep. So go ahead and lower this bucket down. I'm sure the people that built this house won't care at all. And this house was built by Quantum Gaming, and the episode actually aired August 17th of 2020. And fun fact, this dog right here, I cannot make stand up because that's actually his dog.
Left his dog outside.
Mm-hmm. Well, he left him outside because we were not finished building the house. So, but yeah, so this is a nice little build. Nothing too crazy as far as size goes, but I think he did a wonderful job of incorporating everything that you need in a house into this the small area. The only thing he did not incorporate was a bed, but you did it again.
I'm sorry.
Well, Sheep, the day was a pretty fun day, if I do say so myself. Did you have fun today?
No, because I'm stuck on an island now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, at least you have a beautiful, beautiful build to look at. This was done by Dolphin311983. She is a Twitch streamer that I've actually been watching for quite a while, and she's just such a fantastic, fantastic soul, and it was a lot of fun to actually build this with her. So this was actually based off of a design that she did on her viewer server, and she wanted to incorporate kind of a different block palette than she used, but I really like it.
I wonder what inspiration came from.
Well, if you watch the episode, she actually talks about how she just kind of builds. So it's it kind of just a matter of she places blocks, and what comes out is what comes out. So again, you can find all of the talk about the inspiration in the Style series, which I will be linking the Style series playlist in the description below. So please do check that out. But yeah, this is pretty mesmerizing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, you get lost in it, and like it feels like you're just stuck in this like room, and like it's just awesome.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. This was a really fun project. It was just doing the same blocks over and over again, and yeah, we had a blast with it. But that is actually going to end it for this world tour. So I want to don't look now. I don't know where that came from. But I wanted to thank you, Sheep, for joining me on this last portion of the tour. We covered everything in this world this time around. I thought it was a good time to do so. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope you got some inspiration from all of these different builds that we looked at.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to start building now. My tingles are ready. I'm just ready to build.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys. Make sure you go visit everybody that joined me on this world tour, as well as all of the wonderful creators that helped me in the Styles episodes. Thank you guys again. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it and want to see more content on BrownieLand, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as well as follow me on twitch.tv/BrownieBits_gaming. That is going to do it for me, though, guys. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next episode.